It's so sick and twisted how colonization and capitalism have wiped our collective memory. Because what do you mean homelessness wasn't even a thing until the 1600s? What do you mean the origins of homelessness can be traced back to colonial America? And the best that Western leftists can do is just argue that we need affordable housing. No, you shouldn't be paying for shelter. Because we weren't doing that for years. Until this fuck-ass country was created. Like, the solutions aren't even like solutions. They're band-aids on gash wounds. Like, the jugular has been split open and everyone just put some ice on it. It genuinely makes me so mad because it's like, you think we were doing that for thousands of years? The indigenous peoples of this continent, of the Americas, Africa, Australia. Like, do you think that our ancestors were paying some random bozo that has nothing to do with them every single month just to have a roof over their head? That shit is an export. Feudalism, landlords, like, that is a colonial export. We were not doing that since the beginning of time. If you needed a place to live, you would build a house and you would live there until you didn't. And it blows me because it's like, even if you suggest, hey, no one should pay for housing because we all needed to live, people look at you like you are crazy. Like, people will fight you on that. Okay, cool, affordable housing, but that's not gonna stop the upward tick of capitalism because there's no end goal. It's just continuous extraction and exploitation and making money until infinity, until we're all dead. So let's skip all that, get back to how we were living, and maybe take care of the collective. No, people will literally look at you like you're insane. This is why decolonization is the true path towards liberation, because this collective memory wipe prevents so many people from actually genuinely fighting for a completely free world. It convinces the collective that the best we can all fight for is scraps, reform, instead of getting to the root and the heart of all of these issues and destroying and dismantling all of it. Even without all this historical context, if you just simply say no one should be on the street, no one should have the power to put anyone on the street because we all need housing to survive, there will be somebody being like, actually, regardless if they're a landlord or not, because they believe in capitalism, because they have class aspirations, they believe in settler colonization, can do backflips for them, or will eventually one day. And for that, they're fighting for everyone to struggle. Like, you want to struggle. Like, what? Like, for the folks that are like, oh, we just need $300, $400 rent. Again, I understand that sentiment, but even when rent was $400 or $300, people were still homeless. People still were on the street back then. And that alone is why no one should pay for shelter. No one should pay for housing. That's the crazy answer. No one should pay for housing because we all needed to survive. But we can't have that because capitalism requires poverty to function and for people to struggle. So it can hold that over your head and be like, see, you must work unless you want to be like them. Poor people gotta exist for capitalism to keep going. And instead of everyone being like, okay, let's stop that. Let's not pay for housing. Let's not have rent. Let's get rid of landlords because that shit was not even a thing anywhere else besides Europe. You're the crazy bitch. You're the weirdo. Okay.